Honest answer there from Steven Gerrad, and the reason he is worried is because his team are 19th in the table, having won only one game from their opening 5 and lost 4. Tim, are you worried for Gerrad?
Well, you have to be on the form what they're in at the moment. They play Man City up next. We know how difficult that's going to be. He needs a result, doesn't he? And he needs it very, very quickly. Yeah, I mean, Stevie's very honest there. I mean, I could tell him it don't pay to be honest as a manager. And ask Scott Parker, you know, he's started to be honest and he lost his job. I think if Stevie tries to be too honest, there'll be someone else and that managerial merry-go-round will be starting. It's already started in the Premier League. Scott's lost his job. Seems like all the British managers are under pressure. You know, Brendan Rodgers, Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard. They need a result. It can soon turn around. You get one result, you get the confidence. But like I say, next up is the big boys.
And that'll be a tough outing, won't it? But as for Aston Villa, what is missing from their performances when you watch them? What do they need?
Well, obviously we've been focusing on the Liverpool game tonight, so it's hard to say. They have spent a lot of money. I know Stephen's been happy, or very happy with his squad. And the club have always backed him in the transfer market as well. It's always the way, though, you know, right at the start of the season, you don't get off to a great start after 4 or 5 games and the knives are out, and it's just, let's just relax a little bit. I know it's easy for me sat in this chair to say that, and you know, if a chairman and a set of supporters are watching their team getting beaten, all those hopes and dreams for a great season are almost dashed straight away in their eyes. But it's not like that. It's a long season, and they've got some good players, and they've had a tough start to the season. You know, going to Arsenal, as Tim said, now it's Manchester City. There'll be calmer waters, you know, ahead, and he has got some good players. He is a young manager. He is learning. He will be a very good manager in the future if he's not already. So, you know, just a little bit of patience. But no question about it. He's even said there, I'm under pressure. But I think it would be wise for everybody to keep a cool head and just let him do his business.
I guess that's the life of a manager, isn't it, Tim? You're always under pressure from the very start. The interesting thing is, as Mo just pointed out, they do have some great individuals in that team. Yeah,
it's the balance what he needs to get right. I'm not sure since Stevie's been at the club he knows what his best team is, you know, and they've brought a lot of players in, and I think he's still twink. Is it a 4? Is it a 3 at the back? Who's the best balance in midfield? Is it Danny Ings? He left him out tonight. He plays Watkins up there on his own, Buendia in behind. Coutinho, where does he play? Where do they fit them all in? I think it's an ill-balanced side, but my advice would be try and find your best team and stick with it, you know, for a few weeks, get some continuity in there, and I think that gives you the best chance of getting results. But at the moment, it's a real struggle. But you just don't know. Like I say, just one result can turn your whole season upside down. And at the moment, they need to turn it around and go up the way, because the knives will be out. The knives will be out for Stevie, certainly in the press, because he's a big character. You know, he's a high-profile young manager. Hopefully, them owners and the directors of Aston Villa just stay calm and give him the opportunity to see it through, because, like I say, they've brought players in for him. So you bring a new manager in, it might not always work. Sometimes the grass isn't green on the other side. And
that ended 0-0. So, overall, I guess the headlines tomorrow will all be about Erling Haaland, because he's the one that we'll all be thinking of after tonight.
And quite right. I mean, he's a phenomenon. He's got it all to do to keep going, but I can't see him failing. Can you, Mo?
No, I mean, it's relentless, isn't it? Already it looks relentless, and I mean, he will definitely grab the headlines, but I do think the 96th, 97th minute or whatever it was, winner for Liverpool has really kept them in the race as well. So 2 big results for the big 2 teams.
2 big results indeed, and let's not forget that Arsenal continue their 100% start to the season as well. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Mo. Enjoyed your company as always. Thank you for yours as well, and we will see you tomorrow night.